Hi there and a very good evening. Welcome to the Sports Today Dugout, your daily dose of cricket, where we spend about good 60 odd minutes talking about whatever's trending, and we will ultimately get to what we believe is the topic that deserves your attention. But before that, there is so much else that's happening as well. Social media is abuzz with a couple of things. We will be touching upon one of those things in just a short while from now. But before that, there is a special interaction that Nikhil managed to have just about a couple of hours back. It happened to be the man that we've been celebrating over the last 48 hours or so, and that is Chiteshwar Pujara.
Yesterday's dugout was on him.
Yesterday's dugout was on him. Day before yesterday, I believe, Sunday is when the news broke. So the celebrations around Chiteshwar Pujara continue. You managed to have an interaction. I overheard a couple of things over there, but if you could just fill in, that interview is also up on Sports Day. But for those who haven't managed to catch it, if you could just give us a little summation.
I think it is a must-watch interview for budding cricketers. So, Of course, if you're a lover of cricket, you're a connoisseur of cricket, or just a Pujara fan, of course, there are many things in that 35-minute long interview that he's touched upon. What caused him to retire? Did he have a talk with the selectors? Not, him taking ball on his body. But why I'm saying it is a interview that every budding cricketer should watch, or anyone who aspires to be a international cricketer, because he said it in as many words that whatever you do, don't be like me. Don't be a test specialist. It all looks good, everyone talks about it, but at the end of the day, everyone celebrates the white ball cricketers, the ones who play the ramp strokes and this and that. He said, I wish also I could do it, because that is the future. And he said, if I had to meet a young cricketer, I will tell him, don't be like me, play white ball cricket, play all these shots, play all formats. Of course, test cricket is important, play test cricket, but look to be an all format cricketer. Don't be a specialist like me. So I felt that was straight from his heart, He said exactly what he felt like. He didn't sugarcoat it, said it as the way he should have said it. And then he also spoke about, that's why I asked, sometime when you're batting, you take 50 deliveries to get off the mark, you get hit. A lot of time, the new age crowd who's watching is like getting impatient. Nah, yaar, get on with it. Nah. They don't appreciate that skill of shouldering arms or waiting patiently to get off. These are all things that my generation, or the one even previous to that, my father's generation, really appreciated and enjoyed. Nowadays they don't like it. So I asked him, how would you deal with it? Because you're batting in the middle. There could be people hooting from the crowd, people getting impatient, later people just talking about your strike rate, going on about so many things. Sometimes the bowlers making you look, very mediocre, because you're like, ball is doing a bit, you're there. So what would you tell yourself? How would you get through that 1 hour, 2 hour tough time? That also he explained very well. So I said, for a budding cricketer, the must watch interview. Then he's talked about various other things, bowlers that he thought were the best, this and that. I also asked him, who do you think, now he's lucky enough to have played with the greats, Sachin, Dravids, Lakshmans, two modern greats like Ashwin, Virat, Rohit, everyone. But I asked him, these though everyone knows, greats. Who are the players who are like underrated, who you thought were outstanding, but are not celebrated enough? So he picked 3 cricketers, but I'm not going to tell you. So you have to watch the interview to
keep
find
an eye
that
out for that reel as well, because there'll be smaller clips as well from that interview that we'll be throwing at you guys.
So they can check that out. The other thing that's really being spoken about, other than Pujara, who's trending, is the Asia Cup promo is out. The broadcast has, but so if anyone still thought there could be a U-turn, I think it's all heading towards
that. If you've been consuming the news, you don't necessarily have to be here consuming the news. If you're just an aware citizen, you'll know what happened last week, and there isn't any room left for any U-turns now.
You're saying when the government came out and said we will be playing?
Of course.
No, I thought maybe social media backlash can.
Oh, remember what I said the other day? People need to snap out of social media firstly. This is a very small world to be existing on. You need to make a point. The voices are heard when voices are on the ground. Right?
You mean like Jantar Mantar in New Delhi?
Absolutely.
India Gate in New Delhi?
Yes, there are people fighting for their pensions, there are people fighting for good roads, there are people fighting for dogs, there are people fighting for real issues. And that's the way in a democracy you make your voice heard as well. What social media? You can hire people to say something. I can make some particular trend go viral because I can pull strings and get things done on this virtual world. So I don't think it's taken that seriously. It's sort of very, very small population that these things really.
I don't know, but I was seeing the promo and on social media because it was trending. Yeah. You can see a lot of comments. I was just going through a lot of comments.
Every 24-hour trend changes.
No, but while there were people who were supporting it also, there were majority people who were having a go at the broadcaster. They were having a go at the government or Indian cricket or players or whatever. After that promo saying that we will not watch it, we're not going to be seeing the tournament. In fact, a lot of people there even wrote about boycotting, uninstalling the Sony app.
Yeah.
And some even put screenshots of uninstalling. So I think the threat is real. There are people who are miffed.
But ultimately, I know we've done that story, we've put that out as well. With this sea water survey that we conducted at India Today as well. But come the 14th of September, I think there'll be more people watching than people who will be miffed at that particular time.
What's your so when the match is on, and let's say, now we keep saying 1.4 billion, but not 1.4 billion watch the match. Yeah. Not everyone watches cricket, even though it's India-Pakistan, the big draw, whatever. So assuming it is 50% of the population that would be keen, I'm guessing. Let's just, I'm just taking so out of the population that is interested in cricket or usually watches cricket, whatever that population may be, 1 billion or 0.7 billion or whatever it is, what percentage will actually boycott it? Let's say the ones who have been regularly watching India-Pakistan, but now after Operation Sindoor or whatever, what percentage do you think will actually not watch?
I think not more than 15%. At the end of the day, this is a cricket-starved country. No matter how much of an overdose you and I may feel, it's a cricket-starved nation. They love their cricket more than many other things.
You're saying only 15% will boycott?
Yeah, I think come the day, people will be tuning in.
Then maybe you're right. Maybe social media kind of gives us an impression because the noise that few people make is so much louder. Gives you an indication that to me it look like 50% may not watch it. But maybe you're right. Maybe.
What is your gut like?
No, I don't know. I'm just I haven't gone down to the road to actually have conversations.
You know why I say that? I'm saying this because while we are in a media organization and we sort of get a sense of what's happening on other various platforms, but just I'm saying from the standpoint of forget you and I being as media people, let's just in the social circles that we are in, our WhatsApp these days, these are things, or in your family you've got people from different age groups. You pick on things that are making it to people's WhatsApp or you hear them talk on the phone. It's not there. It's just not there.
No, I've gotten in some groups that I'm part of. These videos are shared where they're saying how
videos are being shared and all.
So that means so those videos are about boycotting the India-Pakistan. And if a lot of people are sharing, let's say in a group that I may be a part of, and then people are liking it, then all I'm saying is that they are suggesting to me that they're backing that person who's doing the video, and in that video he's saying that I will not watch it. That sort of thing is happening. It's happening even now as we speak. The promo is out, and the fact that promo has also gotten so much of chatter going, whether in favor or against is another thing. That means it's not done and dusted. People have not come to terms with it that okay, we are okay with an India-Pakistan match. You're right, a lot of them will watch it. A few of them might boycott it as well. But they are talking about it. We'll see
once the government's greenlit this whole thing.
No, it is going to happen. I agree with you.
Everyone sort of knows this, and people will pacify. By the time it's 7:30, 14th of December, people would have pacified.
September.
Don't say December.
You're making us wait very late.
Yeah, 14th of September. I think more people will be pacified than maybe right.
What did you make of the promo though?
There's a cricketer as well, former India cricketer
Yes,
who
yeah,
features in it.
he
And
comes
he
at the
also
end.
is there. Like, people have taken aim at him also in the comment section. I was
Oh, because he's doing it. But I like the promo. It was interesting. There was a bit of a twist in that promo. Because when the match is happening, the way the scene is shown, you really don't get to know where the scene is from. Whether it's from India or Pakistan, you don't get to know. And then the climax comes and you know that, it's India.
Yeah.
That's sort of I think that's the idea of the ad
idea was,
maker.
see, nobody needs to be a genius to understand that. You understand the messaging that is being tried.
No,
at the
I'm saying
moment. And
in
it's a message
creative.
of-
I'm saying creative.
It's a message of harmony. It's a message of diversity, secularism. All of that rolled
the
into one.
agency who made it, I'm just saying the
Yeah.
thought process was interesting.
Yeah. I'll just be interested.
See, they're showing us comments. People are saying that we're not going to watch it, and so we cannot take that comment for obvious reasons, Shivam, because you have to see the language that is being used. So it's unparliamentary, but yeah, I see a lot of people, real people, who are very upset. And maybe, who knows how many people boycott it. But as I said, there's still time for that. Anyway, let's get down to business. The Indian team, of course, has been announced. We've discussed it a lot. The other man who's trending is Mr. Sanju Samson. He's been playing the
Kerala Cricket League.
Kerala Cricket League. Lots of cricket leagues happening. UP, Kerala, Delhi.
CL10, not too far away from office.
In Nevada.
Tennis matches.
Tennis ball. Lots of leagues happening. Yeah. So, Sanju Samson playing there.
Sanju Samson's playing
And
there.
he's... one thing you know about Sanju, he has a fan army.
Crowd puller.
He has a fan
You
army.
know how many people turned up here day before for his match? He was the local lad there playing for the Kochi Tiger. Match happened at Greenfield and there were 11,000 people who showed up. Sanju was the order of the day. So those were the chants that were reverberating at the stadium. And boy, repaid the fans with a scintillating ton that day.
No, that you have to... and I see that again, still referencing to... I've seen it in real life also. I've met a lot of his fans, but also on social media, because you get that kind of feedback.
Yeah.
So when he does well or he doesn't do well, or when he's picked or he's dropped, there are reactions. So he does bring about a lot of reaction, which tells you that he really matters to a lot of people. So he does have a huge fan army. So what Sanju has done recently is, as Arshid mentioned, he's been playing the Kerala League, and he's had 3 games so far in the Kerala Cricket League. And in the first game on the 23rd of August, he made 6. But remember, he was batting at number 6. Then, after that game, the very next day said, no boss, I'm going back to opening.
So it's interesting because so the one date that's missing over there is the first match of this season for the franchise, where he was again slotted to bat in the middle order, but he never got the opportunity to bat. First time that he gets to bat, he scores 6 of 3, but then he's like, 2 games done, guys, I need to go. Now the
Get
squad's
some
also
runs.
out. The squad announcements anyway happened. I need to go make a statement. And after 121 of 51 deliveries, and I remember the 100 came in just 42 deliveries.
That's game number 3 that he played.
That's game number 3 that he played. He's gotten 89 runs in the subsequent match of 46 deliveries again as an opener this afternoon.
This afternoon, again, he's got another 50, 89 to be precise, at almost a 200 strike rate. Once again opening. So I think he said, I'm done with number 6, I need to open. And as the number suggests, he's in scintillating form there as well. Now the question is, because when he was batting at number 6, I think people pretty much had understood that there is obviously a conversation that's happened with him. Because why else will a Sanju Samson then, who has been opening for India, who's now been selected in the Asia Cup team, why else will he suddenly demote himself to number 6 in a Kerala Cricket League where he will be the best batter of his team? Why will he push himself? So maybe he was getting used to batting at 6 and scoring runs and getting used to. So I am 100% convinced that he was kind of told, and this is what we were also looking at, that once you had Shubman in the team, and Abhishek is going to open with him, and then you pretty much know the batting order, that he's going to get pushed either out of the 11 or he remains in the 11. The only way he remains in the 11 if he bats as a finisher, then he can bat ahead of Jitesh. Otherwise, top order, there will be no slot. And I think we discussed it for a lengthy amount of time that, it's pretty unfair for someone like a Sanju to be pushed out. But anyway, that's moot now. That's already decided that the team has been made. Shubman is part of that team. Abhishek is part of them. So they are going to be opening there. Or do you think that decision still remains, that he will have to bat at 6, and he's only gone on to open because he needed some playing time, and that's his main purpose, so that he's striking it well. But he, in his back of his head, knows that come Asia Cup, his best chance of making the 11 is if he's batting lower down the order.
Yeah, 3 or lower down the order. That's the only position left. You're not
3. You're playing him at 3. Is he number 3 in your team?
I'm not a big fan of having people bat out of position. While in this team, I must say things have been very fluid. We've seen Tilak and Surya also swap places between 3 and 4.
No, but why was he batting at 6 then? If the team had that thought, why was he going at 6?
You mean the first match?
First 2?
Yeah.
Can't be, just randomly he won't go to number 6. He's the best batter of that team.
I think he would have realized that, he needs to make a statement of his own as well, and the best chance is doing what he's been doing till now. Even for Rajasthan, he's not batted until that injury happened. He was opening only, and then came in a young...
his best position is open, I know.
Yeah.
Why was he batting at 6?
Why was he batting? I would rather say that, why he's returned to come and open.
Return to open, we know, because that's his best position, he'll get runs. That is undeniably established. You don't have to tell me that. I don't have to tell the viewers that. That is...
Yeah.
Nobody will argue that. Why was he batting at 6 is the question. No?
Logic tells you he was told that this is where he'll be getting a chance. Forget now 1 and 2 is just beyond him. You need to make a case for yourself. So go out there and whatever you can do about it, do about it. So that's where the thought came from. However, now that he's decided to send across a message by batting at a position that is more suited to him, he's going contrary to what was expected of him.
The way I see it, I think he's gone on to open, not to send a message, but mostly to get some batting time. I think he played this league only to be, not playing regular cricket, and now Asia Cup's going to be coming. So he needs to be in rhythm. So when he slotted himself number 6, one match didn't get runs, the other time didn't get chance to bat. So he's like, let me go open, let me get some runs. But I think the reason he batted at 6 is because he was told that that's where you're going to be batting. So in the back of his head, he knows that. I don't know whether the team management looking at these 2 performances are going to change their mind. And I don't think that's fair. If you look at me, if I was to make my 11, I know that if I have to be a realist, I cannot not have now Shubman and Abhishek. Right? And whether Shubman should have been there or not was a debate to be had before the team was selected, and we debated that, and I think all of us were in agreement. And maybe now is not the right time to fit him in, but anyway, that has happened. And now if he comes in, he's been made vice captain, he's definitely playing. And Abhishek too, you can't drop. So openers are done. Now Tilak Verma too, remember, shares a very good relationship with the current captain. To be fair to Tilak, in T20Is, he's been outstanding for India, has great numbers, has been doing well in 3. Now that debate comes in. So if I am trying to make a perfect team whereby I need a Tilak as well and I need a Sanju, and I'm being totally objective as to making the best team, I think my team will be Shubman Gill, Abhishek Sharma as my opener, Sanju Samson at number 3, Surya Kumar at 4, Tilak Verma at 5, Hardik Pandya at 6, Shivam Dube at 7, Akshar Patel at 8. I have written this. They can, of course, keep moving up and down. All players go up and down. But I think this is the ideal batting lineup. And then you will, of course, have 1 spinner, 2 fast bowlers. So you will have 6 bowlers anyway. You'll have a Hardik Pandya, you'll have one between Kuldeep and Varun Chakravarti, you'll have two fast bowlers. So that's Akshar Patel and Shivam Dube as the sixth bowling option. I think that is the one option that India.
Dube there?
Dube, I just told you, no, he'll be at number 7.
Dube at 7?
Yeah, you'll have to change. There is no other option.
Why not a Rinku in that case if you're looking at...
No, but bowling option, no? You'll need a sixth bowling option. That is why you'll go with it.
but-
I'm okay with Rinku either. I'm not saying I'm really stuck up. It's not even about those players. You will have one of them anyway.
Yeah.
The discussion point is, does Sanju come in or not? Whether you play Dube there or Rinku there doesn't matter. It's not even about building the Sanju should be at 3. I mean, I think if you want the best, I can push Tilak at 5. And why I'm saying Tilak at 5 is because in the IPL, most of the matches that he played this IPL that has just gone by, he batted at number 5. Yes, he didn't have a great IPL. I agree with you on that. But that's a position he's batted in. Sanju also for Rajasthan Royals has batted at 3 and 4. So while you move him away from opening, 3 and 4 are still those positions where he's okay at. And why I'm saying those 3, 4 and 5 are all can be moved up and down. On certain occasions, Sky could push himself at 5 and Tilak could come at 4. You could
We've seen that happen already.
We have, yes. So I think that would be the ideal batting lineup, and you'll have enough bowling there as well. So for me, the thought process of having a Sanju in the top order should still be there. He should be in the 11. Why I'm mentioning this is because remember when the team was picked, everyone said now Sanju will have to sit out because the opening slot had gone. But no, I argue that you can still have Sanju. Then people had said maybe they're going to sacrifice a Tilak. I still feel that you can even have a Tilak and reward him for what he's done. And you can keep all of them and still have a good enough team to compete. In fact, if you need to put even a Kuldeep and Varun, you could do that. Then then I think a Dube / Rinku moves out. But I still think.
But then that goes against what this team's philosophy
I know,
has been,
but
which
that's
is
what I'm saying.
have some batting at 8.
That's why I'm not arguing with that. The whole thing is I can fit in a Sanju Samson there, and I would want the team to fit in. However, having said that, I have a feeling that he will have to bat lower down the order.
I have a similar feeling.
That is why he is being told.
Because with Tilak, I feel while the runs haven't come at number 5 for him in the IPL, the 200s that he scored came for India batting at number 3. And what you saw and what my understanding of that equation that Tilak probably has with the current dispensation is that, and the belief he's been given is that we're looking at you as our mainstay for number 3 slot. It's a slot that you don't want these temporary solutions where there was a Virat Kohli who used to bat over there in T20 cricket. So you want very reliable shoulders to be taking his place. And I think with Tilak, perhaps that identification happened at some point prior to this IPL that Tilak is going to be our man, and he has bailed the Indian team out on a couple of occasions. So I think perhaps moving him from 3 to 5 also, what it does is it takes Hardik Pandya one position lower, and there was this whole thing, right, that Hardik's batting so well, give him more deliveries, have him bat up the order, he can be that finisher as well because he's one of those guys who can change gears very well. The entire system goes awry the moment you put a Gill there, and now that's happened. If you move
You can't help that.
And so now you will have to figure out a way of having most people bat in the positions that they can bat at or have batted at.
So which is why I came up with this compromise formula where you're fitting everyone. That's the only way. See, this is still a team where everyone is still comfortable. Sanju is comfortable at 3. Tilak is comfortable at 5.
I agree with most personnel over there. In fact, all but one, maybe just Sanju. I take out Sanju, I push everyone up. Even a Dube goes up, and at number 7, I slot in a Jitesh.
But see,
also like a more natural position for Jitesh to be in as well. Sanju, you told 3.5 years back that he'd be the finisher. To put him at 6-7, redundant thing. You don't want to do that. You are destroying a player even more, I think. With Jitesh, still early days. If you really want a finisher in him, this is where you get the opportunity to try him out.
No, I agree with you that Sanju, if he is made to bat at 6 or lower, then he's a waste. you're wasting his talent, you're just wasting him. Then you might as well play a Jitesh there who's far more suited for that position. Completely agree. But my point is, what wrong has Sanju Samson done? He was
Nothing
your first choice wicket keeper.
Nothing at all.
So then,
he
so why will
nothing? He,
so then
for no reason should he be pushed to number 3.
Yeah, so but then no, but 3 is also fine. He'll take it any day. He bats for the team that he captains in the IPL, where he can decide where to bat on. There also Butler and Jaiswal opened. He went at 3. So still a position that he'll be happy about. My thing is that you, to ensure, see, you're trying to adjust everyone. Now you got Gill also fine because he's your test captain. You thought that he's the future leader, whatever, you got him, right? Fine, he opens. But Sanju can bat at 3, you have to keep him. Now, but if you push him to 6, which is what he's trying to do, then he's not going to be as effective as a Jitesh, and then he goes out. But then that's unfair. See, just as you're trying to be fair to Tilak, why is it that we are arguing in favor of Tilak? That you have to be fair. He also didn't have a great IPL, but you're trying to be fair. But then if you're trying to be fair to a Tilak, you're trying to be fair to a Shubman Gill, then you have to be fair to a Sanju Samson as well.
But when has this, and that's my fear with Sanju Samson and his fate, more so his fate, not with him that much, that he's been, if I was to put out a poll over there, the most, or a survey, I think most people will go and say that Sanju Samson is the most droppable player, or has been the player to have been the most.
No, he's not the most.
As far as the BCCI are concerned, not from cricketing standpoint, but who's been the unluckiest of the lot to be dropped without having a good reason. It has to be Sanju Samson. We've seen that happen time and time again. So I won't be surprised
but
if they
then
do it.
You can't keep repeating that, at least. You have to be fair. And then if you really want to then fit in everyone, then you let Tilak be out of the team, no? And then get a Rinku and then you'll be fine. You won't do that and you should not do it. Why do it with Sanju?
Can Sanju and Abhishek will open and Gill at 3?
No, I mean, I know that is a suggestion a lot of people had, that Sanju and Abhishek open and Gill at 3. But no, not quite, because Gill has been opening in IPL and Sanju has been batting at 3. So why are you upsetting anything that players have been doing? It's not that the Sanju is not batted at 3, he's batted at 4 also, and he's had good returns. So there's no issue as such of him batting. Fine, you want to have Gill there alongside an Abhishek, that's fine. That much is not an issue. But yeah, if you put Sanju to 6, I think that is going to be firstly unfair on Sanju and then unfair on the team as well, because then he's not the best option. You might as well go with Jitesh. Then why push him out? If that happens, that will be slightly unfair. Anyway, we'll take a...
But is this your ideal 11 as well? Is this
the
team you will play with?
See, I would actually be, which the Indian team won't do, is what I said, that I will actually even have Dube out of that. I'll push Akshar at 7 and he's pretty good. In fact, people will say even 7 is very low for an Akshar Patel. But I'll have luxury there. And then I'll have Varun and KULDEEP both.
No, but that won't happen, we know that.
No, I know that, but you asked my ideal 11. My ideal
You're
11.
You're fine with 7 batters? And
yes, absolutely. If I've got Akshar at 7, my ideal 11 will be, I'll put Akshar at 7. And that is a stunning batting lineup of Abhishek, Gill, Sanju, Sky, Tilak, Hardik and Akshar.
You know,
and
why I feel...
those 2 spinners and 2 fast
bowlers. That's not too bad an idea. If you ask me, that's how... Remember, I was telling you there was so much thinking I did the day that the decision to reinstate a Gill in the squad was done. I think if you go back to that whole time where you won the T20 World Cup as well, you didn't necessarily need batting till 8 that time. You were playing with some sort of specialist and you needed all those bowlers as well. In fact, in the Champions Trophy, you played all 4 of them. You played an Akshar as well, Varun, everyone. But just like Virat Kohli was that little insurance policy that you had, I think with Gill you've again got that insurance policy. And the moment you get that little bit of insurance, why do you need batting at 8? Because everyone else upwards of 8 is playing high risk cricket. If you're looking at Gill being that insurance policy for you in this regime as well, then you perhaps can.
Yeah, but I know why they will not go with this team, which is, you asked my ideal 11, but I think they will have a Dube there and only one between KULDEEP and Varun will play. And I'll tell you the reason for that. One, because you're going to have later starts. There's going to be a lot of dew in Dubai. You will have fast bowlers do the job. And I think the same thing will continue in India as well, as you've seen in the IPL as well. More often than not, day games is a different thing. Most games are night games. Your fast bowlers are needed. And to have the luxury of 3 spinners will be a lot, like a Varun, a KULDEEP and an Akshar Patel. and to reduce a batter because of that. I don't think the Indian team will take that risk, and also because I think Abhishek is someone who can bowl enough overs. So what they will do is they will need some sort of a backup with a medium pacer, which is why Shivam Dube will come in. Aksar goes to batting at number 8. Shivam Dube then gives you batting. So batting is strong till 8. Then you will have still 3 spinners. Aksar, one between Varun and Kuldeep, and an Abhishek to chip in if required with 1 or 2 overs. 3 spinners there, 3 fast bowlers, and the 4th backup fast bowler in a medium pacer in a Dube, right? With a Hardik and 2 fast bowlers. I think that will be the ideal combination. I'm second guessing the Indian team. That is what the Indian team will do, is the 11 that I made. And you can bat Sanju at 3. I'm not saying that is going to happen. But why can't you fit
perhaps
him?
I'd probably make is maybe have Rinku over there instead of Dube, because I think
No, they will need
it's too
some-
low a position for Dube to be there. We've never seen him bat over there. Never ever.
Yeah, sure, you can do that, but then you miss out on one medium pace. I know he hardly bowls, but somewhere I feel this Indian team likes to have that sort of an option as well. I guess. But I'm fine. You play Rinku instead of Dube, it doesn't really matter, because you still go in with those many options. You still have 3 fast bowlers and 3 spinning options.
Yeah.
And you'll have 6. But I think they will play Dube
I have a similar feeling. I have a
because he
similar
can
feeling.
offer some.
But he's batting out of position. This is just on paper then that you have batting at 8.
Yeah, but
because
I
you're
guess they'll give him that kind of freedom. No, just go and attack. What else? I don't know. See, everyone will have to improvise.
It's
Everyone.
a proper skill set though, batting.
But he can be a finisher. That's not to say that he can't. He has that ability. Sometime he's been found wanting when he's in the top order, when they've lost a wicket and he doesn't know whether he has to attack or defend. But when he's going to come out to bat there, tall guy, long handle, can hit and pack a punch in his shots. Can be. Or you go with Rinku, either ways. That's what they'll do. Okay, Ishan Bhatt says Gill is suited to bat at 3. Let Sanju Abhishek open. Again, Ishan, but as I said, I don't think that will happen. Remember, Gill best numbers in the IPL has come when he's opened only. Even last season in the IPL he's opened. Whereas Sanju has batted 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And done pretty well. So I think this is what is going to happen. Vishal Panchal from the US says, missed live dugout on Pujara. The last of his kind has retired. He taught patience is the bravest form of strength.
Yeah.
But if you missed Vishal, this is not a TV show, no? It's a digital show. Whenever you have the time, you can click on the video and you can watch it. That's the beauty, man.
Yeah.
You don't have to miss anything.
Yeah.
I myself consume a lot of digital content, and so many times I don't have the time, but I keep it bookmarked.
Yeah.
Whenever I have the time, I'll go back.
Watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If I'm at home or driving or wherever, I can listen to it. Or, gone to the park for a run, whatever, listen to it.
He will, but he wants to send a super chat.
Acha.
Oh,
Yeah. Shivam is saying he missed the chance to send us a super chat.
Okay, could be.
He sent it now.
He sent us another one, in fact. He says that Sanju's India career is done without his fault. See, that's the fear. Exactly why I was saying, you ask people right now, what is it or who is it over there who will probably be unfairly treated? It will be Sanju Samson who will get the most votes.
Unfair.
Yeah.
But I've given a solution. If you're listening,
It's an arrangement.
think tank, if you're listening, play Sanju Samson. Okay.
Sarat Chandra says, but Aksar Jadeja helped in few matches in the T20 World Cup 2024. I think Chili Paneer and Aksar are just having some chat. But Chili Paneer shared his 11. Let me read that out for all of you joining us. He's gone with Sanju Abhishek as his openers. TILAK, so he's not going with the vice captain. TILAK at 3, Sky, followed by Hardik Pandya, Rinku, Aksar, Kuldeep, Varun. He's gone in with both. And a boom, Arshdeep.
But Chili Paneer, you've kept your vice captain out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not disputing that
It goes
on
against
merit,
what we've
but it will
seen.
not happen, no? So sometimes you got to be realistic as to how the team will be made. So you're going to make your 11 like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Komal Singh says that for Shubman Gill, we're playing with the careers of so many batters. See, it's the vision of the BCCI. Let's understand that we may not like it, we may be critical about it, we may crucify the BCCI for this, but you have to give it, it's also part of their job to be thinking or have a vision for Indian cricket. And if Shubman Gill is falling in that particular category or is making sense to them in the vision that they have, trust the process.
I know, I agree. And as I said, it's not that Shubman is an anchor so much. No, keep it that there are so many questions there, Shivam, where we were. So it's not that, Shubman is that far behind. You look at his IPL numbers, he's 150 strike rate, getting a lot of runs. So he's not that far behind as such. That's not an issue. But as I said, the direction that this team had taken under Surya Kumar Yadav, where you were just batting next level, where everyone was batting like they are Maxwell or Tim David, that's style of batting. Suddenly you get a more assured, little more orthodox sort of a batter, copybook batter. It just goes away from the direction that you had taken. And my point that day I made is that if Virat and all were in the kind of way nudged out, Virat would have been nudged out, of T20 cricket, because you are saying that, listen, this 150, we want to go next level. And now suddenly then when Gill comes, then it tells me, no, you've not really gone there. You can do with one or two players like that. But then if you can do it, then you shouldn't have nudged Virat. I know Virat's decision was his, but you know what the chatter was behind, right? Then if you could fit in one conventional player there around who can give you a good average and a decent strike rate of 150, then no better than Virat. In fact, you look at the IPL numbers this season, they're identical, Gill and Virat. In fact, Virat slightly higher up when you look at strike rate or averages. So, and then with that, Virat brings in a lot of experience, clutch mentality, X, Y, Z. Then you could have said that, okay, fine, Virat, you continue, because we are changing everything, but you can still make our 11 because we need one player like that. But I thought you had said no, there is no place for that. Yeah. And then suddenly you do this.
If you want 8 batters, if you want someone to give you batting at 8, you want to use that batting as well. You don't want people to be looking at 70s and 80s. You're fine with everyone getting a 35-40.
Correct.
But I need 5 guys to give me that, and I'm then nearing on 190, 200 on a consistent basis. That's the philosophy of the side now.
Exactly. That's
you
why
have 7-8 batters for a reason now.
That's what I had said. That it seemed a bit of a moving away or deviation from your main plan. Yes. Okay, Priyanshu says number 6 पे तो संजू वेस्ट ही है, फिर तो जितेश को खिला लो. Exactly what Priyanshu.
Yeah, we
also mentioned. Chennai Singles King says on Asia Cup promo, I would be miffed as member of that community. Why they have gone extra yard that we support Bharat. It's disgraceful to say the least. Okay, so there is of course a minority community that's mentioned here, in Chennai Singles
is from that community.
It seems like that's it. Yes. So he's saying, why have you gone out of your way to prove that we support India? I mean, he's looking at it that way. He's saying, why do we have to prove our patriotism? But I don't know, I'm not from the minority community, so I can't be the right judge as to say how they feel, right?
They are the best. The feeling it's been overdone, right?
No, not overdone. He's like, why do we have to prove our patriotism? That promo is trying to prove our patriotism from the minority. But that's why I said, so neither Harshad or I can comment on that, because what Chennai Super Singles feels can only come if you come from a minority community.
If you feel that way,
correct.
If the societal construct has been around, or the forces around have been such that you've been made to feel that way, but
as I said, I can't see things from your point of view because I don't come from that community. But if you ask me as a neutral observer from here, I don't think that was the intention of the promo. I don't think the promo tried to show that. I think the promo was, I think the creativity of that promo was you didn't get to know what happened in the start, whether it's seen from Pakistan or from India, and then suddenly you get to know it's from India. And I think they always, there's a climax needed in a promo, and I think they tried to bring about, and it does, give you that feeling of a promo where you feel a bit of a high. So I don't think there was any bad intention, at least that's how I feel, but of course I can't, say for him. Komal
Abhishek
Singh.
Ranjan?
No, Komal Singh says
Komal
for
Singh.
one Gill we are
Yeah, we've
playing with
taken
the
that one.
careers of so many batters. Komal Singh you've taken? No, that was Priyanshu.
No, Komal Singh will take.
Okay.
Yeah. Abhishek Ranjan has a question. He's saying, will India go with the number 8 batting option in the Asia Cup because Gambhir likes batting depth? What's your thought?
Well, Abhishek, that's exactly what I said. They will get batting at number 8. India does not go into any format now without batting at 8. And the one that where you can at least guarantee that you can go with just 7 batters Test cricket. Even there they now want batting at 8. So there's a very least sort of a chance that it will happen in T20 cricket where you definitely need a longer batting lineup. So it's not going to happen. And 8 you will have batting. That's why the first 11 I made was keeping in mind that only.
Yeah. We've taken Abhishek.
Go down. Okay, we have Komal Singh saying,
again.
yeah, we need runs in power play as runs will get difficult to get after power play because of slow Dubai pitches. So we need Samsung for quick runs in power play. Komal, if you ask me, I ideally would have made that. I've made my thoughts very clear. But all I'm saying is that now we have to be realistic. You know that is not going to happen. That will definitely not happen.
Okay, Syed Nizamuddin has a question. He says, UAE में slow pitches होंगी, high scoring matches नहीं होंगे क्या?
No, you will get, see the thing is, you get due there a lot. And so, you will not get 200 sort of scores that you're getting. Yeah, that much I know. Certainly, but if you're batting under the dew, the ball really comes onto the bat. You can get high scoring game. What happened at the Champions Trophy? You had day games, different time of the year as well. Here, it will be the start of the winter season that will be coming up, cooler temperature as well. So, I just feel that.
Okay. Komal Singh has another question, rather another thought that has come our way. It goes like off-spin against, so Sundar's off-spin, she says, goes against lefty.
What do you mean she, he?
Or he.
Yeah.
Either. Yeah. So Komal Singh says that Sundar's off-spin against lefties and batting should have been added instead of Harshit Rana.
But Komal, just to remind you that that Sundar was not even used by his franchise. He wasn't even used by Gujarat as a bowler at all. He played as a pure batter. So I don't know whether. See, also you have to keep this in mind that off spinners kind of have gone out of fashion, out of vogue in T20 cricket. Not a lot of off spinners you see around now. Even someone like Ashwin, who has plenty variations as well. He can bowl the wrong one all the time. Yet he doesn't really find a place. So off spinners in T20 is tough. So I guess because of that, they've gone without him. But as the selectors mentioned, that if they had the option of a 16th name, it would have been Washington Sundar.
That was set for Shreyas also.
No, 16th was Washington.
Was she?
Shreyas, they said, yes, it's sad for him, but where would you fit him? That was said.
Who's one name? You tell me.
Instead of whom? For Washi, it was said, I know, very unlucky to miss out. If he could fit in a 16th, it would have been Washi.
Yeah. Shubham Garg says that Virat Kohli has been the most successful opener in IPL, yet got to open in the last World Cup. But Gill will get everything on a silver platter, as poster boy needs to be made. But his numbers as an opener are also good.
Yeah.
You look at his numbers, Shubman Gill for this year as an opener for GT, very, very good numbers. 155 strike rate, ending 650 runs, average of 50.
Yeah. Abhishek Ranjan says, don't you think it'll be injustice with Kuldeep? Kab tak wo bench par baithega? I know. I mean, I can't imagine how Kuldeep must feel, yeah. It happens to him so often. He goes on tours, long tours, test matches, 5 test matches, 4 test matches, and he's just made to sit on the bench. Everybody gets a chance. Debuts are given, everything happens. He doesn't get a chance. I mean, it's not easy being Kuldeep. I completely agree with you. But let's see what happens here.
Yeah, he gets reduced to being a seasonal India player that ways.
Yeah. Shivam, don't see, there are lots of questions we keep missing. Just go back to that thing. I will keep just keep at one place. No, there are questions. Yeah, just keep it at one place, please. Once we are finished with that page, then we'll move.
Let's go with
Dev Pratap. Yeah.
Okay, Dev Pratap Singh Chauhan says, the talent that we have in T20 cricket, this 11 doesn't do justice. We will surely win the Asia Cup and everyone will go gaga, but this team can backfire in World Cup big game. But you're playing with that risk.
Yeah, I don't
playing
mind.
with that risk.
I don't mind this team. I think it's a pretty good team. What is you saying?
You says, don't know why, only other batters that have played out of position, batters to have played out of position, why not ask Gill to do it if he needs to play? He is not an established T20 player to get the desired position.
But he's your test captain.
And Up-Kaptan.
And he's your T20 vice captain. So...
See, if this is about being fair, that's how it should be. But the word fair in Indian cricket is very hard to achieve. Very, very hard.
Plus, we've already made our opinion very clear on where we stand on Gill. But it's lovely to hear everyone else's opinion as well, as they're saying. Freaking awesome says, as we all know, Gill plays well in Asian conditions. If he will play well as expected, fans and selectors will justify his selection. Home conditions in T20I World Cup all favor Gill for now. But that's fine then. If you're looking at conditions and selecting teams, then that's fine. And you only, play whatever you get. So, you can't question that. Said Nizamuddin says, due factor hoga kya 100%. This time of the year in Dubai, you'll definitely get a lot of due. That is going to happen. It will be a major factor, which is why I think, the big call of not taking 4 or 5 spinners as we always do is primarily because of that.
Yeah.
Nashley says, would Gill play that template and go bang from the first ball? Will it serve him or will it be worse for him? Now, that's a good point by Nashley. See, again, we are also assuming what happens with Gill. See, sometimes you have to buy into that philosophy. And maybe for Gujarati players differently because they plan their game differently. But if you're in this team and let's say it's Sky's team and he's given this free hand to everyone to play like that and that's how the team has been playing, who knows? He tells Gill, listen, I want you to play like that. Doesn't matter, runs don't come, you play like that. It's not that Gill doesn't have those shots. He'll attempt doing it. But so long as he's buying into that philosophy of the team and trying to play like that, I see nothing wrong. Right? That should be interesting. Okay, Anshu Mishra says, Nikhil sir, you are 100% correct like everyone that Manjrekar and Virat Kohli is also huge Kishore Kumar fans. One child asked Virat, one legend you want to meet, and he replied, undoubtedly. Yeah, I did mention that. I know they are big Kishore Kumar fans. Yes, certainly. I knew that, that's why I mentioned it.
Danu says, Kuldeep is the best left Chinaman spinner in his cricket history since 1877, but Gambhir making him sit on the bench, who's not even in the top 100 openers in cricket.
But that I don't think is a see, it doesn't matter. See, he's a coach now. Whoever the coach is, by the way, all great coaches are not necessarily Don Bradmans. Let me just be honest. And it's unfair to be saying, isne kitne match khele, then so what? John Buchanan was the coach of Australia during their most dominant times.
Yeah.
So, you can't be judging coaches like that. He wasn't.
Yes,
Who was RCB's coach this IPL?
Dinesh Karthik.
No, he was not the head coach.
He was.
No. Dinesh Karthik was RCB's head coach.
Yeah.
No.
Who was it then?
He was a mentor or something. Oh.
Just check.
What do you mean just check? 100%?
Yeah, it was Andy Flower.
What are you saying here? Come on now.
Andy Flower.
So, Andy Flower, very good batter, this and that. He took this team to an IPL title, right? Chandrakant Pandit played for India but has had great success being a coach as well. But he wasn't the best player that
Yes, Kaloni won Argentina the World
but
Cup.
he's played international football.
But he wasn't nowhere
the
close
legend.
to that.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Correct. So there's no, I'm giving cricket example.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee. So this, I don't like this, that no, he was not a great player, he's making him sit. If he is a coach, that's his job.
Yeah.
If Ajit Agarkar is a selector and if he drops a player, you can't say that you didn't get those many runs or those many wickets, so how can you drop someone? But that's his job now to do it. He's been assigned a job, he has to do the job. Doesn't matter what he did as a cricketer.
It's the same thing being said differently. It's like, since you haven't played 50 test matches, you've got no right to comment on me.
No.
Which is something we've heard from Indian cricketers.
No, terrible.
Yeah.
That's in bad taste. Doesn't matter. Everyone has the right to comment. You're a public figure, my friend. It's like, I go to a movie and there could be times that I didn't like Amitabh Bachchan's acting and I, thought my money was wasted. But that doesn't mean that I'm an authority on acting. I am not an actor. I won't even be 0.5% of any actor in terms of that skill. But I'm a stakeholder and I buy a ticket and I go watch the match. So if I don't like it, I have the right to comment. No? Yeah. That doesn't mean I have to be an actor only, then I can comment that this movie is bad. Or I have to be a director to comment, no, this movie is bad. If I'm not, then I can't say this movie is bad. Why can't I? So same way with everyone, yeah. You see, you guys all have a comment. Just now we read about Shubman. Nobody's saying how many games he played or not played. But you have the right to comment. Absolutely. Everyone comes up with a valid comment. And ditto for a cricketer as well, yeah. And there are certain commentators who have not played international cricket. They've played first class cricket or so on and so forth. They even have the right to comment. Why not?
Shubman Garg, and that's maybe the last one for the evening as well, says that Agarkar said no one was injured out of whom we wanted. So should we assume Test vice captain is out of T20I reckoning? He was never dropped from any T20I series.
But did he say that no one is injured who we wanted?
I think he did. Again, we'll have to check that. I just have a sneaky feeling he did.
Okay, but that is in a sense fair, right? He's talking about who? KL Rahul. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is he saying as such?
That he is not in the T20I reckoning, which is also something we knew, right?
Yeah.
No, but then vice captain to was Jassi, no? It was KL.
Oh, Jasprit Bumrah to has...
he didn't want leadership, yeah, sorry.
He had said that I don't want to be in the leadership position. So, no, I didn't...
I think, yeah, he's talking about KL. But KL we all knew is not part of the T20I reckoning right now.
I don't know. No. He's talking about Rishabh Pant, Test vice captain.
Test vice captain, he said.
So,
but that also we knew. Yes, that Rishabh Pant is not in the reckoning.
Yeah, so that's not a surprise.
Yeah.
In fact, if you remember the last ODI tournament, Rishabh was part of the Champions Trophy but did not get a single game. He sat out.
No, champion. Yeah, you're right.
Of course, Champions Trophy, he was part of the squad, didn't get a single game, and now it'll be tough. And to be fair, in Rishabh's case, the IPL wasn't great, barring the
100, which was nullified by Jitesh.
Yeah, but overall hasn't had. So I don't think you're going to be looking at him in T20 cricket. That's not to say, no, I mean, to answer that question, I don't think it's fair to say that it's done. He's still young. Of course, he can always come back. He's played. But yeah, at the moment, I don't think he's in the scheme of things. And when I say at the moment, you're looking at World Cup to World Cup cycles, so 2026 is...
See, he'll really have to come up with something maverick level in the IPL to be able to get his way back into the team. Otherwise, it's difficult. There are other players who've taken the lead now.
Yeah, correct. And he's so unlucky with injuries as well.
Even then...
He's injured right now.
He's injured right now, but 3 months back he wasn't, right? When he was playing in the IPL.
Okay. Final comment. This comes from Krishna Teja. Says, Nikhil sir, Sarathya, loved your fan experience and you all remembering all your loyal and regular fans, even in your hefty schedule is great. We in chat wait for your show every day as routine, as well as like your point of view. Thank you so much, Sarat. What a lovely note.
Yesterday's.
Lovely, yeah. Thank you so much for your kind words. It's a perfect way to end this edition of the Dugout. We always enjoy your company, and as I said, always, it's not just a one-way communication. A lot of time, listening to you guys, gives us a different perspective as well. So we look forward to that. Take care, guys. See you. Bye-bye. Check out many other videos up on Sports Today, as always.
And again, a reminder that interview with Cheteshwar Pujara is out. It's already up on Sports. A 35-minute long conversation which Rajdeep and Nikhil had with the man of the hour. So go ahead, enjoy that, and plenty other things coming your way as well. So Nikhil and I will take your leave. Siddharth Vishwanathan will be with us in the studio tomorrow. He's trying to come back. He's never a happy man at home. So yes, we'll see you tomorrow. And goodbye, Nandri, Shubhratri, Shabba Khair. Eat your vegetables. Don't trouble your mother.